Good morning, friends. Welcome to this session on how to study Masters in Germany. In this session, we will be understanding about Germany and the opportunities and importance of studying in Germany, the different types of universities in Germany, the types of degrees German universities offer. German master's education is completely free. There is no tuition fee in most of the universities. Is it true? What will be the living costs? What are the admission requirements and admission procedure for getting admission into German universities? Can I work while studying in Germany? What is the procedure for staying in Germany and working in Germany after completing my master's? So, we all know Germany is one of the world's superpowers, especially in the field of research, engineering, or science, pharmaceuticals, chemicals. Many of the top companies in the world are German companies. If you take cars, all best cars like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, or almost Volkswagen, all these are German companies. If you take medical technologies, any medical equipment, Siemens, etc. are German companies. Even if we take washing machines or electric toothbrush, Braun is a German company. So German engineering is considered the greatest engineering in the world. Even in chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry also, German companies are dominating. So if you are looking at studying in Germany, I think it is a very good place to study, gain in-depth knowledge, really get deep insights into the advanced technologies and the cutting-edge technologies of any discipline. Before I go into more in-detailed explanation, let me introduce myself. My name is Narsi Reddy. I run a GRE, TOEFL, GMAT, IELTS training institution named PROMAC in Hyderabad. We also provide online training. I am an alumnus of MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the US. I have done my master's in engineering degree from MIT, and for the past 23 years, I am in the business of education training and admission assistance and advice business. With this introduction, let's understand the different types of universities in Germany. Germany has many top universities in the world. An organization called QS ranks the top universities in the world and produces a ranking called QS World Rankings of Universities. There is another organization called THE, which also ranks all the universities in the world. In both the rankings, consistently, in the top 30 universities in the world, about 5 or 6 German universities consistently appear. Universities like LMU Munich, Humboldt University of Berlin, Heidelberg University, Technical University of Berlin, etc. are consistently ranked in the top 30 universities in the entire world. So Germany is home to approximately 400 plus universities. These universities are classified as research universities, technical universities. Technical universities are also part of research universities or a type of research universities. Only thing is their focus of programs they offer is a little bit narrow. Then universities of applied science and colleges of art, music and film. Research universities are the highest ranked universities in Germany. These are involved in deep research into various aspects, offer masters and PhD degrees, and the degrees are highly research oriented. Almost all disciplines are offered in research universities, masters and PhD degrees. Technical universities are a subset of research universities. Technical universities also offer both masters and PhD programs, but technical universities normally only offer science, technology, engineering and other related technical fields. Economics, humanities, MBAs, etc. may not be offered much in technical universities. The scope for them is limited. The third type of universities are called universities of applied science. Universities of applied science are very good universities, but these are more practical, business and industry oriented. Universities of applied science offer master's degrees in more practical subjects like engineering, business and some social sciences. Universities of applied sciences are generally partnered with either industry, companies, commercial and professional organizations. In universities of applied sciences, master's degrees are offered, but PhD is generally not offered. If you do masters in universities of applied science, you can do PhD in a technical university or a research university. You are eligible. But University of Applied Sciences by themselves do not offer PhD degrees. Then the fourth type are colleges of art, music and film. By name itself we know they are focused towards fine arts and performing arts programs. Majority of the universities in Germany are public or state funded. That means the government funds these universities. So in 95% of all the students, either German domestic students, students belonging to European Union or students belonging to non-European Union and other countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, we all 95% of all the students in Germany are taught by public universities, that are government funded universities. Private universities teach less than 5% of all the students, and German government funds almost every student's education. So 99% of the students don't pay any tuition fees. Having understood this, just now I was explaining, Germany has approximately 400 plus universities. Out of this, 300 plus universities are public universities. That is government funded. Here the fees is zero. Approximately 100 to 120 universities are private universities. Private universities can charge their fees, and obviously they will be more expensive than public universities. Every university in Germany is autonomous. That means they can fix their own admission guidelines, their own admission requirements. They can design their own courses, their own degrees, their own examination pattern and evaluation pattern. So everything is independent. Every college is independent, whether it is public or private. but all of them are of very good quality because government certain rules for maintenance of quality. Public universities in Germany has a total of 16 states. Out of that, in 15 states out of 16 states, all public universities education is completely free. No tuition fees will be charged for most of the courses. I will explain the exception in a minute. But for most of the programs, there is zero fees. Only a state called Baden-Württemberg. This state charges per semester 1500 euros fees for non-European Union foreign students. That is, if you are an Indian and you are joining a public university in Baden-Württemberg state, then you may have to pay a fees of 1500 euros per semester. 1 euro is approximately 90 rupees in India, 88.6 rupees as on today. So approximately 90 rupees. That means you may be required to pay 1.3 lakh rupees, 1,30,000 rupees per semester if you join a college or university in Baden-Württemberg state. All other states, for majority of the programs, tuition fee is zero if you are joining a public university. But if you are joining a private university, fees will be charged, but not very high, very reasonable when compared with other countries. Here, one very important thing you have to consider when you are studying in Germany or planning to study in Germany is whether the course or degree you are going to, the master's degree you are going to, does it come under the category of consecutive degree or non-consecutive degree? Please understand this point very carefully. What is consecutive degree? You did your bachelor's degree or undergraduate degree in chemistry. You are going for master's in biochemistry. So biochemistry master's is a degree which is logical continuation of your bachelor's degree. You did your bachelor's in electrical engineering. You are going for masters in electrical engineering or a discipline related to electrical engineering. You did your bachelor's in economics. You are going to masters for master's degree in economics or something that can be logically connected with economics. That means your master's degree, if it is also related to the discipline in which you have done your bachelor's, then the degree is called consecutive degree. But if your master's degree is in a subject different from the subject which you have studied in your bachelor's degree, or if your master's degree is in a specialized field, a little bit highly specialized field, which may require little bit of work experience or little bit of practical experience for you to study this course, your bachelor's degree alone will not be enough. That is, if your master's degree is in a different subject than your bachelor's degree, or if your master's degree is in a specialized program which requires some practical or work experience or any other research experience apart from your bachelor's degree, then that degree is called non-consecutive degree. To explain, you did your bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, but master's degree is for MBA or business, then it is a non-consecutive degree. If you are joining for a consecutive degree, all public universities except Baden-Württemberg, there is zero tuition fees. But if the degree you are going for in masters is a non-consecutive degree, there will be or there may be fees. So if you study masters related to your bachelor's degree, your education will be completely free. But if your master's is little bit unrelated or it is a specialized field, it comes under non-consecutive degree, and non-consecutive degrees will have tuition fees even in public universities. So you will spend money if you study in a private university or if you study a non-consecutive degree in a public university. If you study consecutive degree in a public university, you will not be paying any fees. 99% of the time, your education will be free. Having understood this, let us understand how admissions in Germany take place, what are the admission seasons, what is the academic year like, what are the tests or entrance exams I need to write. In Germany, the academic year is divided into 2 semesters. Winter semester, which is from October to March. Summer semester, which is from April to September. Foreign students can join German universities either in winter or in summer. The admission requirements, as I already explained, Germany, all universities are autonomous. Every university can decide their own admission requirements. So it is advisable to check on the individual university websites for the specific academic requirements. But the primary thing that is required is a 4 years bachelor's degree. If you have a 4 years bachelor's degree from any recognized Indian university, you are perfectly eligible to join German universities. When should I apply? Generally, German universities have application deadlines 4 months before the starting of the semester. If you are planning to join winter semester that starts in October, then you should apply preferably by March, April. If you can apply earlier, it's better, but March, April is perfectly fine. If you are planning to join German university in summer semester, April, September, advisable to apply by January. So 4 months ahead of starting of the semester. When you are planning to join Germany, always be careful. Many universities in Germany, the medium of instruction or the medium of teaching is English. But in some universities, in every university, some programs, medium of instruction, medium of teaching is German. As an international student, decide whether you would like to join a program that is offered in English or would you like to join a program that is offered in German. If you are applying for an English program, then you must prove that you are proficient in English language. So you have to write either TOEFL or IELTS exam, both of which are English proficiency exams, and you should get a good score. IELTS good decent score, minimum required is 6.5. 7 is considered decent. 7.5 or above is considered a very good score. TOEFL out of 120, 80, 82 is considered minimum, 100 or above is considered a very good score. So if you are planning to join an English medium program in German university, you have to appear for either TOEFL or IELTS. If you are planning to take admission in a German medium program, then you have to prove your German language capability. You have to write a German as a foreign language exam, which is called Test DAF. Test DAF. There is also another German exam called DSH. DSH exam is offered only in Germany. In international locations, it's not offered. So maybe if you are planning to join German medium course, then you should take Test DAF. This is one primary requirement. Obviously, your GPA, your percentage in your bachelor's degree, or your marks and other achievements in your academic bachelor's degree, like any projects, any seminars, any extracurricular activities, all these play a decent role in getting you admission. Apart from this, some universities, not all, some top universities, some programs may also require GRE and GMAT scores. Not all universities require this. Some top universities ask for GRE and GMAT for some programs. So since each university admission requirements may vary, so kindly check the university requirements on the university websites. After you get an admission, then you apply for student visa to Germany. See, Germany provides one type of visa called student applicant visa. Student applicant visa is you, without even getting admission offer from a German university, you can apply for a student visa to apply for German universities. You can go to Germany, see the various German universities. If you want to write an exam called DSH, you can write in Germany. You can experience the university environment. You can apply to them while staying in Germany. Germany will give you a student visa for 3 months, which is called student applicant visa. If you do not get admission, you can come back. Rarely people use this opportunity because it costs money to travel to Germany, stay in Germany and visit all these universities. But if any of you have enough money and you would like to see the universities first before getting admission and joining the university, you have an opportunity called student applicant visa. That is, you can go to Germany and do your application process. But after you get admission offer from German university, you apply for student visa. Student visa is generally given for 3 months. This student visa permits you to enter Germany. As soon as you enter Germany, within 1 week or 10 days, whatever, you need to register and apply for residence permit. Residence permit is the permit that permits you to stay in Germany for the duration of your course. That is, you are doing a 2-year master's degree. Then the residence permit will be 2 years. Student visa is only 3 months. For 3 months, it permits you to enter Germany. As soon as you enter Germany, you have to apply for a residence permit as a student. Now, costs. Already I have explained If you are joining a public university in a consecutive degree program, 98% of the colleges or universities or the programs, tuition fees will be zero. So your education is absolutely free. If you are joining a private university or a non-consecutive degree, then you may have to pay tuition fee, which may vary depending on the university and the course, anything from 1000 euros per semester to 5000 euros per semester, which is approximately 1 lakh to 4 lakhs per semester. But I would request you to look at public universities consecutive degree programs only. When education is free, is there any hidden cost? There is a negligible cost called student registration costs. When you join the university, you have to register for the courses and you have some other fees like health insurance, other student fees. These will be maximum 100 to 200 euros per semester. Just now I told you 1 euro is approximately 90 Indian rupees. Living costs, since most of the Indian students stay out of the campus, rent an apartment, cook their own food, they live quite conservatively. So living cost may not exceed 500 to 600 euros per month at the most. How do I apply to German universities? Please listen to this carefully. Many consultancies falsely claim that they have relationship with German universities, so they will apply on your behalf. Majority of the German public universities don't entertain any consultancy, any private agency for your applications. Some private universities may permit other agencies or private agencies to forward them applications. First thing, please remember, majority of the master's degree programs in Germany are of 2 years or 4 semesters in duration. Some programs may be 1 year or 1.5 years, that is 2 semesters or 3 semesters also. But majority of the master's degrees are 2 years and they are called MSc or MA. If it is a science engineering related program, they are called MSc. If it's arts related program, MA. Humanities related program, MA. First thing you need to do is, the university I am planning to apply, is it a good ranking university? German university rankings, especially for master's programs, can be obtained from CHE. An agency called CHE ranks German universities and master's programs. So please check these rankings and see how good or how reputed your university is based on these rankings. Now, if you are planning to apply to a master's degree in public, that is government funded universities, most of the public or government funded universities don't entertain any private agency or consultancy. They don't entertain student directly applying to the university also. About 180 mostly public universities depend on an organization called UniAssist. If you wish to go to any of these 180 public, that is free education universities, your application should be only through UniAssist if you are an international student. So Uni Assist is an organization which will charge you 75 euros for the first university and 15 euros for every other university. You should send your application to Uni Assist with mentioning the universities you are interested in and paying the appropriate fees. First university 75 euros, every extra university 15 euros. Uni Assist takes your application, reviews and evaluates your application, then forwards the application to the respective university. Then only the respective university will accept. These 180 institutions don't apply directly, don't apply through a consultancy, only through Uni Assist. If you go to Uni Assist website, they will mention all the list of universities that Uni Assist serves. First check whether the university you are interested in is part of Uni Assist's associated universities. If yes, go ahead. Okay, but don't apply through a consultancy, don't apply directly. If your organization is not, institution is not part of Uni Assist, then those universities, mostly private universities or some public universities, you can apply to them directly. You can go to their website and on their website you can apply according to the procedures given and send the documents directly to the university. Each university will have different requirements. Please check on the university websites, and more in-depth information about German education can be obtained from the website of German Foreign Education Foreign Exchange Organization. It's an official German organization, official foreign student exchange service of the German government called DOD, D-A-A-D, DOD. So DOD India, if you click, you will get the website. You can go through that and get all the information about various universities, universities offering programs in English medium, their fees, the courses, the degrees, everything you can get through DOD website. CHE gives rankings. Uni Assist will help you to forward your application to the university. Some universities you can apply directly. Apart from this, any information about German language, Germany studies and other details, German culture, living in Germany, etc., you can visit an organization called Goethe Zentrum. Goethe, Goethe Zentrum, Z-E-N-T-R-U-M, Goethe Zentrum. A Goethe Zentrum office is in Hyderabad. Probably there are many other offices in various cities, also called Goethe Institute or Max Muller Bhavan. So if you have Goethe Zentrum, Goethe Institute, which was earlier called Max Muller Bhavan, in your city or in your vicinity, please make a visit. You can speak to a Germany counselor and get more in-depth and real-life knowledge about Germany. Okay, so I got admission in Germany. I got in a good university. My study is completely free. But still, I would like to earn some money for satisfying my day-to-day living expenditure. Does Germany permit international students, non-European Union, international students like Indians, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, to work while we study? Yes. While being a student, without any additional permission, any student in Germany can work 120 full days or 240 half days per year with any recognized employer. You can work 120 full days or 240 half days per year and earn money. No additional permission is required. Full day means 8 hours. That means what? In 1 year, you can work 960 hours anywhere of your choice in any job with a recognized employer. In your university, there will be employment agency. This employment agency will assist you. They will tell you what type of jobs are available. So you can go, you can try to get that job and you can get a work. So every college will have an employment agency office which will be posting the jobs available every single day, and the counselor will tell you all you have to do is you can go there, get the job and work. If you are doing any work in the university as a research assistant or some other university assistant kind of academic related jobs where you are paid, then this restriction is not there. You can work as long as the university wants you or permits you to work, no restriction of days or hours. But as a student, you as an Indian student, European Union students can do, German students can do. As a non-European Union foreign student like Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, you cannot do freelance job or you cannot do self-employment job. You want to say, okay, I want to start a business. Anyway, I can work. No. Freelance or self-employment jobs are not permitted to non-European Union foreign students. But you can do any recognized employer, you can work with 120 full days or 240 half days. If it is academic job within university, no restriction. The money you earn may be taxable or non-taxable. Kindly you check once again. To my knowledge, up to nearly 9,000 euros per year, some 8,800 euros per year, you can earn without paying any tax. But more than that, if you earn while working as a student, you have to pay taxes. If you are working more than 20 hours per week, then you may be required to pay some insurance contribution for health and nursing care, part of the money you are earning. If you are planning to work more than 20 hours per week or more than 120 full days in a non-academic, non-research assistant university job, you need to take permission from the appropriate government agencies like Immigration Office or Employment Agency. Please carefully follow these rules, but you can work, you can earn money while studying, even if your tuition is free. What happens after I complete my masters? After you complete your masters, Germany permits you to stay in Germany for 18 months, 1.5 years. After you complete your masters and try to find a job, you can stay in Germany for 1.5 years trying to get a job. Then you can be unemployed, but you are trying to get a full-time job. You can live in Germany for 1.5 years. After you complete your masters, within 18 months, if you cannot find a job, then you have to either come back or look for another alternative. Within 18 months, you find a job. While studying, you had a residence permit as a student. Then you apply for converting that into a residence permit as an employee, and automatically your residence permit as a student gets converted to residence permit as an employee, and you can stay in Germany while working in a job, and later you will know the processes for staying in Germany for a long time. So these are some information about Germany. I hope this was beneficial. If you require any assistance or any service, please feel free to contact us. My name is Narsireddy. The name of my organization is Promac. So please contact us. The numbers and the phone numbers and the email ID are given below. Thank you so much.